So I've been trying to figure out how to start this video and I really can't, so I'm just gonna get right to it. I have been gone for a long time and I'm pretty set that the past 2 videos, maybe the past 3 videos. I don't know how long I've been making this content already. So anyway, I've been making videos for a very long time. I started in 2014 and now it's 2025. So I've been making YouTube videos for about 11 years. Now what have I been doing in those 11 years? -7 because I really haven't done YouTube content like this for those 7 years, but I've been doing other stuff. So this video is going to be about what I have been doing since 2014. So essentially this video is about surviving 10 years of making YouTube content. And so in order to get started, so let's start from the beginning. So 2014 is when I officially started making YouTube videos. 2014 is where it started. Now, 2014, you can probably see, like right over here, is my first video that I ever made, my first YouTube video of doing this type of YouTube content as a YouTube content creator. That was in 2014. Now, believe it or not, I was 17 years old. So, 17 years old back in 2014. I did not know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know where this life was going to take me. All I knew was that school, I was tired of it. I kept on being held against my own potential. In actuality, I was supposed to skip a grade, but I moved so many times into so many different school systems that they just wouldn't allow me to skip a grade. So I decided to graduate early, and 2014 is when I graduated. So 2014, I'm young. I just want to get out of high school. I want to stop with all this stupid homework and useless stuff. I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be into content creation. So naively, I went to YouTube content creation. Now, fast forward about, let's say, 2017, I turned 20 years old. I have been doing it for about 3 years. So 3 years under my belt doing YouTube stuff. I had done social media content. I had done just content in general. I got a decent small following to the point where I got a contract with Maker Studios. Now, Maker Studios was a subsidiary company of Disney, and what's actually really interesting is that my first paycheck came from the Walt Disney Corporation. So that was my first paycheck that I ever got. And so I was under contract with them from 2015 to 2018. But here's where things got shaky. So in 2017, a big explosion happened in my life. I was doing good. I was riding the highs of my YouTube content until something externally happened that caused Maker Studios to cancel all of their contracts with their content creators, which included me to a certain point. So 2017, I had re-signed my contract for another 2 years. So I was already a couple of months into my new contract. But Maker Studios and the stuff that happened there torpedoed a lot of contracts. So my YouTube channel and all the money I was making, I was locked out of the system. So I couldn't log in to get my earnings or my revenue. And so I couldn't just move on because my YouTube channel was owned. I gave the ownership to my YouTube channel to Maker Studios for that contract of 2 years, and I had just re-signed. So, with no way of trying to access my funds, I was stuck in 2017. I couldn't make more videos because if I did, I wouldn't earn any revenue from it, and I was stuck under this contract. So, 2018. Let's see if I can show you that right there. So, 2018. 2018 is where I decided to go solo, and I had to delete the channel that was owned by Maker Studios. So that channel, torpedo, is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And that channel, along with the content I had made for it, was gone. So I had made sure to back up all of the content I made between 2014 and 2017. I had backed it up on my Mac computer, but it was an Intel Mac from like 2014. And unfortunately, the computer chip fried and destroyed all the data that was in my computer. And the only thing I could salvage was whatever I kept off storage, when I kept off in external hard drives. Think about it this way. My channel had torpedoed in 2017. 2018, I decided I'm gonna restart a new channel and I could just re-upload all the stuff that I lost in these 3 years. But then my computer chip fried and all the content was gone. So now I had to start from the beginning again. But now from 2018, I decided, okay, great, I'll go solo. So now I have to build up my subscriber base again. I have to build up my views again so that I could be approved for AdSense and become an independent content creator. So I've been gone for a long time, and now that I'm back, I'm just catching up on a few books, a few stuff that I've been doing. Speaking of which, I actually wrote this book when I was gone. It took me about 7 months to write, but it's all done and it's all finished. So go ahead and check out my book. Maybe we might even start a book club and start talking about the stuff in this book. So let me know if you're interested in that. Now let's continue on with the video. Now that brings us to 2019. The beginning of 2019, at the very beginning, right at the end of 2018, I had burnt out completely from trying to build up a new subscriber base and trying to build up an audience again. It was very difficult, but also a very learning experience. Now, 2019, I had turned 22 years old. Now, I had been questioning my ambitions for YouTube content creation and just social media in general. I had wanted to become an artist. So my passion for music and my passion for entertainment when it comes to dance and music had overtaken my passion and desire for YouTube content creation. So 2019, I had decided, okay, I could either continue making YouTube content and social media content, which I had already been burnt out on and had been frustrated with, or I could start a whole new pathway. I could start a whole new project with just music. Because since I was a kid, I've been passionate for music, to be an artist. That is what my passion was as a kid. So I told myself at the age of 22, I'm not getting any younger, so I should probably start right away. But I couldn't do both at the same time. I couldn't passionately and put my 100% effort into making music and learning about music and doing lyrics and production and directing. I couldn't do all that stuff while making YouTube content because just how I operate, I put maximum effort into whatever I set my mind to. So I couldn't do both because I would be humongously burnt out to the point where my mind would have been fried. So I had to stop YouTube content creation in 2019. And 2020 is where we have my music. So 2020 is where Aikido is born. Aikido was a alter ego or a sense of my stage name that I wanted to have for my music. I wanted it separate from the Leo channel. The Leo channel is what we have right now. It's YouTube content creation, social media, influence, all those things. Aikido is the music side of my mind, is where I want to portray my artistry. And I had to keep things separate and I couldn't meld them together. And so I started Aikido in 2020, right when the pandemic happened. But in 2019, I spent the whole year 2019 not making any content per se. I had just been practicing. I have been training my voice. I've been training my writing skills, my producing skills, musically and directing and visual effects. I did a whole one-man band. And you can see all that content, all those things that I did on the Aikido channel. It will be in the link in the description box down below. So 2020 to 2024 is where we have Aikido. Now for 4 years, I was Aikido. For 4 years, I had just done music. I had not talked about anything other than just music. All of it on a shoestring budget, like the lowest money invested you could even think of. And all of that I did for 4 years because I was so invested into trying to make my artistry official and proficient. And so 2024 comes to a pass and I have been burnt out. I have been stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again. I couldn't leave the small bubble of low financed resources. So my resources had run dry doing Aikido. I wanted to expand. I wanted to make it bigger. I wanted to do more grand stuff. But my resource levels were going down the drain. I was bleeding cash money. So I told myself, okay, I can't keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, because that is like the definition of insanity. So I decided to put a stop to Aikido in 2024. I told myself, I'm not gonna retire. I'm gonna put it in the back burner for now. That brings us to now, 2025. 2025 has been a year of growth and maturity to the point where I have to be honest about who I am as a person. And so this is where I've been searching for philosophical and psychological help to try to understand me as a person so that other people could be able to understand me. Because how can you understand who I am if I don't even understand who I am? And now we come to the point where everything that I talk about from now on is truly and honestly my opinion, with no regards as to whether you like me or not. It's simply who I am as a person. Okay, so that was my journey so far. To be into more specifics, from 2014 to 2018, the content I was making was merely reaction videos, commentary videos. And then in 2019, I decided to take the whole year to study, to practice, to become proficient in making music as an artist. And then in 2020, I published Aikido. I made that channel, and that channel has well over 5 million views on the whole channel. And so I have still Aikido there. You go ahead and check Aikido out. But now we're back to Leo, because I have to sort of balance the two personas that I created in order to stimulate my mind that always constantly yearns to improve on different aspects of my life. And so that is what I've been doing the past 11 years. And there have been times where I felt like I needed to give up. I couldn't take it anymore. I felt completely burnt out, and I literally had to sit down and talk with myself. I need to get my shit together. I need to actually think and plan out specifically what it is that I want and give it my maximum effort into trying to achieve that common goal. And so that has been my 10 years on YouTube, what I've been doing, a little bit of a background as to who I am and what I've been doing. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you have anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, you let me know in the comments down below. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.